Yesterday, you thought I was Ebony Bridges, which was a bit awkward because I'm about 15 shades darker. How did that come about?
I want nothing but destruction. There will be no boxing. I'm just gonna destroy this guy. The old school average Joe kind of style. Yeah, it's been like that since the first time I went into a boxing gym. I just could do 10 rounds. I don't know why. I don't know how. I just can't. When somebody says I'm tired from boxing, it's odd to me. I was never tired in my life. I don't get tired. I have something other than other people. Something special. I don't even know what it is. But I can just go. I can go 20 rounds.
Shout out to October Red. Alan, quick question. Quick question. You have no top on. Bit weird, mate, I've got to say. You didn't even know? Bit weird.
Did you get my top, dog? Yeah, of course. I mean, tune in. It's going to be carnage. It's going to be hell like before. I'm back to that all myself. And it's just going to be crazy. I don't know what Savage is going to do. He may not even show up to a fight. It's that weird. But I think he will. And I have a belief in him. And it's going to be crazy. Just tune in.
To speak to you, to be fair. It's alright. I'm a fan of Dillon. Get on with him.
Yeah, Tom. I remember now.
You what?
I remember now. It takes some time to remember. Oh.
No, I get it.
Where do I know you from?
All of our faces are going to merge into one, and I get that.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't worry about it. I'm no one special. But I do like boxing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do this for your own channel?
Yeah, my own channel. My own channel.
What's it called?
October Red Boxing. October Red Boxing.
October? Red. Like red thing.
Like red, like the colour. A little bit different. Something a little bit different. Testing, making sure that's on. Right, October Red Boxing. We are in the southeast of London in a very nice posh hotel with Alen, the Savage, Babic, who's a first-time guest. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm very welcome to be here.
It's very nice to have you. Yesterday, you thought I was Ebony Bridges, which was a bit awkward because I'm about 15 shades darker. How did that come about?
Well, I saw only your hair. I saw your movement, and it kind of reminded me of Ebony, like tough, let's go. I was like, Ebony, and you was like, no, it's not Ebony.
That's a big compliment. Ebony's got a lot more assets than I have. But when I see you guys moving around the ring, I can't help but move from side to side and just watch what you're doing because I like to study the sport. But back to you, a match that I'm no doubt you've prepared for. Talk to us a little bit about what we can expect to see from you on Saturday night.
Oh, it's going to be total carnage, like old school Savage, Chandel Winters form, Tom Little kind of fight. It's going to be total and absolute carnage, and I want nothing but destruction. There will be no boxing. I'm just going to destroy this guy. The old school average Joe kind of style. I want to destroy him. Everybody can watch. Everybody can enjoy it. It's not going to be so much technical as it's going to be violent. It's going to be violence. He said he's a good boxer. I don't fucking care. He's going to be violent.
I do like that about you. Somebody that's not afraid to say, listen, I'm not the world's best technician. Technicality in boxing is not really my thing, but I'm always up for a fight.
Yeah, that's not true exactly. It is. I do many things technically perfect, but you don't see it in my kind of fighting. But fighters kind of style is the most technical one. It's much harder than being long and just being on the reach and stuff. I gotta get in. I gotta get dirty, and it's a lot of technicalities. But for the average fan, I say it's violence. I just mask it in violence. So it's easier to watch me like that.
What I will say is that your style, you're very relentless. You'll come forward front foot, and you're able to literally continuously pull out those punches. How do you manage to do that stamina? I mean, to be fair, you're looking in really good shape now. How do you manage to keep that stamina up to be able to have that high heavy punch output, because it's not just punching for the sake of it, they're heavy punches.
Yeah, it's been like that since the first time I went into a boxing gym. I just could do 10 rounds. I don't know why, I don't know how. I just can't. When somebody says I'm tired from boxing, it's odd to me. I was never tired in my life. I don't get tired. I have something other than other people. Something special. I don't even know what it is. But I can just go. I can go 20 rounds, and I'm gonna punch Kugan Cassius in the face so you can film it. Okay.
I like that. We've got the lovely, my favourite, Kugan Cassius behind us, who always gives us helpful tips. Is my camera all right this time?
Shout out to October Red. Alan, quick question. Quick question. You have no top on. Bit weird, mate, I've got to say. You didn't even know? Bit weird.
You get my top, dog.
It's always good to have a cameo.
You're weird, bro. He has a spider bite on his ear, and he called me weird. You're weird, bro.
He's a bit swollen at the moment, isn't he?
He's one of my best friends in UK. I love to see him every time he comes.
Another revelation.
You got to stay on.
I lied to you last night.
I like you every day.
No, I lied to you.
I like you every day.
Somebody did this to me. And somebody's in this room today. I'll leave it here.
Okay, swollen ears, swollen ear chronicles. Right, your fight, the last fight that you had, I think, did you say you was just recovering from COVID? Because we saw a slightly flatter version of yourself. What happened there?
Yeah, no, there was no COVID, no nothing. It was just I took the fight way too easily. It was a matchroom event. I should have trained for my fans in UK. I didn't. I was just sparring. I just do sparring. I don't train. So for this camp I trained. That's why I look better and everything, because I was flabby as F. And it was just my fault, not COVID. Okay. COVID couldn't touch me. I had COVID like 20 days before the fight, but it didn't do nothing to me. I'm stronger than COVID. Savage is much stronger than COVID. So I don't use any excuses. I did use some after the fight, and I'm very terribly sorry about that. I'm not going to do it.
It doesn't matter because you're honest, because in reflection, immediately after the fight, your emotions are still running high, you've got a million things going on in your head, and you're likely to say the first thing that comes into mind, so don't worry about that. Like you said, you didn't train, that's it. There's a line drawn under that. So you've...
It's just excuses, like I said. They don't matter. I won by knockout. That's all that matters. I will never lose that fight, Even if I was in 10 times worse shape than that, 10 COVIDs on my ass, I would still win, so no problem.
So we talk about your training this time. What have you done then? You said that you're in training, and like I said, you can see from here that you are in much better shape. What have you been up to in your training?
Yeah, I do this kind of training all my life, but for the last 1 year I took it kind of a bit of easier road, just sparring, didn't do the weights and stuff, so I did all the things I do every day for the last 20 years of my life. And I know how to train. It's old school training. It's very tough. It's very rigid. Get up in the 4 in the morning, go to the runs and stuff, and I'm sick just thinking about it. So, but I did it. I went through with it. I had amazing sparring partners. I have 7 of them exchanging on me. It was crazy, totally crazy. First professional boxing camp in Croatia. It was different.
We like that. And finally, before I let you run off into the room for the presser, just a reflection then on, Dillon Whyte, his performance, and, how we move forward from that as a team. You are part of the Maximum Violence team. I've honestly said this. I've said this to Dillon myself. We expected that violence. We expected him to go in there and really, not box as such, but row. So that you're that relentless fighter as well. There's similarities. What are your thoughts on that bout?
Well, it was a weird bout. I didn't like what the judges did in that bout. The judge inside the ring, the referee. I didn't like what he did. It was a bit of a dirty fight, all around. A weird fight. It wasn't a Dillon Whyte kind of fight. It wasn't a Tyson Fury kind of fight. So I don't know what we saw. I expected more from the referee in the first, and then from Dillon and from the Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I think that's a general consensus all the way around. But listen, we know that you're going to bring the smoke. You always do. You're an entertaining fighter, a fan-friendly fighter. People do look forward to watching you. So have you got a little bit of a word for your fans at home that can't make it, but they'll be watching on their TV screens on the DAZN app?
Yeah, of course. I mean, tune in. You know, it's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be hell like before. You know, I'm back to that all myself, and it's just gonna be crazy. I don't know what Savage is gonna do. He may not even show up to a fight. It's that weird, but I think he will, and I have a belief in him, and it's gonna be crazy. Just tune in.
Thank you very much for your time, and lovely to meet you, Alan.
Thank you very much.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.